point leaders tournament. Danny Flynn is our new player, bowling against Lenny Sload, who just knocked off Stephanie Marek. Danny Flynn is 17 years old. And he's getting the pins this time. First game we had Joe Conte giving Stephanie some pins. Stephanie won the match. Second game we had Stephanie giving Lenny some pins. He wins the match. This time we have Danny Flynn getting the pins from Lenny Sload. Lenny converts a spare. He'll be coming up on left-hand lane for a second frame. His parents' name are Carol and Dick. His sister's name is Lisa. And he's a little wide. Leaves at 2-4-5, gives him 17 in the first frame. Lenny bowls at Plaza Bowl in Westchester. Looks like he's got the spare. A lot of tough spare shooters out here today. All the players have been pretty good spare shooters. Okay, here comes Danny Flynn for his second frame. First time we got a real good look at him. Looks like he's throwing a black angle. Good roll. Big strike. Big double. Danny's placed in a bunch of tournaments. He was first in the Coca-Cola tournament in the state, first in the state, first in the Delaware All Events tournament, third in the Delaware team, second in an adult youth tournament. Watch him in his third frame. He's on a double. Let that one get away. Got his arm right around that ball. Got a real fine looking hand release. He was second in the lower Delaware doubles tournament. Second in the Delaware singles. Sorry. We're going to watch him shoot a 6-pin. 5-step delivery. Looks like a routine spare for Dan. He's looking at a 2-mark lead right now. We're back to Lenny. A little high, Lenny. Squashed him straight back. Okay, good ball. Carried that full hit straight back. Watch Lenny this time. Looks good. That was the best ball he threw today. Big shot there. Danny's going to come out striking. I guess Lenny figured he better start striking too. Big roll. A lot of roll on the ball, a lot of hook. Danny was second in a national Coca-Cola tournament where he won a $3,000 scholarship. So this young boy is a veteran for these tournaments. Just missed a 10-pin. That's going to make the match real close. 85. This match is even to the pin after 4 frames. Danny is up in the 5th frame. In there. Good shot. Little high. Jumped right through the pocket. Leaves him with a 4-7-10. Tough spare. Tough spare. Let's see what he does. He changed balls. like a harder ball he went to. Didn't hook. It's 9 out. And he looked a little upset with himself with that one. Comes Lenny.
Are you thinking?
With a 1-mark lead. And on the double. Concentration in his look. Squash. He's letting young Danny Flynn know he's in the building. Got a 20-pin lead. He's got 2 spares and a triple. Up in the 6th frame with a 2-mark lead and working on 3 strikes. Leaves a 2-4-10. Tough spare, not impossible though. Plenty of room to throw that 2 into the 10. Let's see how he handles this. It's over to the left. Lined up. Just missed. Real good effort though, real good effort. That ball was real close to making that spare. Okay, that gave Danny a little life, that open. He's about 6 pins down. Coming up, he's bowling in the 6th. Big strike, a lot of hook. Makes the match real close. Within 6 pins. Danny's got to strike up. If he gets a strike here, he'll have the lead by 4. Let's see what he does. This is his first ball in the 7th frame. Gets a break. Gets a jersey. Big break. We have a new leader. Lenny is now up in his 7th frame. And he's got his work cut out. Right back though. He's up to the task. There's another flush strike on that 10 alley. That's 3 flush strikes on 10 alley. All of them looked a little full, but they were all perfect strikes. He can take the lead right back from Dan with a strike here. He's to the left too. He gets the same break Danny got. Okay, we have the lead switching hands here, back and forth. Young Danny Flynn up on 10. Got a break. Blows the rack. Big ball. Big ball. Takes the lead right back from Lenny. Really great match here. Strikes all over the place. Both players have a triple and a double. Now Danny got a jersey here last time. Let's see what he does. He got a jersey and a split last 2 trips. Should be out a little bit. He's out. He's out. All right. Made the right move, huh? Made the right move. Got a 14-pin lead. Threw 2 balls high on that lane, on the left-hand lane. Comes back and throws one out to the right. Trusted himself. That's really important to trust yourself. All right. So Lenny throws that ball back up there a little bit full. Didn't get the strike this time, but a real good shot. See how he handles the spare. The way these guys strike, this should be a routine spare. Oh, ball. God, too bad. They both missed a single pin. Dan missed a 10-pin in the 4th frame. And now Lenny misses a 4-pin in the 9th frame. I'll That's going to really put the pressure on Lynn. He's got 177 through 9. He's up in the 10th. Needs this one. Another 4-pin. Good shots, though. Good shots. Lenny's got to work on his timing, but he's sure both good with that rough timing. Okay, he's in the 190s. Lenny Sload shoots 195. He just shot 194 against Stephanie. Great efforts. I think the lowest game we have all day is Joe Conte with 186, and that's a real good game, especially to be the lowest game all day. Young players are really tough. Here comes Danny with a big sweeping hook. Leaves a 2-8-10. An impossible spare. But he's got so much wood, I don't think it's going to matter. If he gets 9 out, I think he's going to have 209, which will be enough to win. He switched ball to the harder ball again. Right at the 2-pin, 207. Still the winner. Okay, really explosive young players here. Okay, young Danny Flynn is going to advance and meet Casey Galluccio for the championship and a $300 scholarship. This is Jules Falcone back with the Bowlers Gazette Youth Tour for the championship match of the Point Leaders Tournament, the biggest of its type in the country, sponsored by the Junior Bowlers Gazette Association. Up on lane 9 is young Casey Galluccio, who was the leader in the tournament up to last night. Starts out with leaving the 6-10. He's going to be giving 6 pins to Danny Flynn, who just knocked off a very game Lenny Sloan. Let's see how Casey handles these spares. Everybody else today has been knocking them off real easy. Looks like we have another good spare shooter. Okay, now we've seen Danny Flynn throw a flurry of strikes to pull that last game out. Let's see what he does now. 17-year-older, goes to Cesar Rodney High School, he's a senior. There's that big ball, a little bit high. Good rolling ball. Brother and sister are Joe and Trish. Big miss, big mistake. Moved to the harder ball, didn't stay through it, ends up missing the spare. His parents' name are Dan and Rita, so he's a junior. Right back with a big strike. Good sign when young player comes off a miss, comes right back with a strike. Can't let that kind of stuff get you down. We're looking at Casey Galluccio, 142 average bowler, 18 years old. Just flushed one straight back. Using a 15-pound gyro one. High series is 543. Looks like he's better than that. High game is 231. Ball left of the head pin leaves a 136. Really gets around the ball with his hand. Got to start to get his hand to stay behind the ball instead of just twisting around it. Biggest influence in his bowling game is his grandfather, Galluccio. Careful. Got away. The other influences are his dad, Bobby Moses, and Ed Price. Back to Danny Flynn. Carries out a light hit. Let his arm get a little wide on that one. He let his elbow pop to the right, which didn't allow that ball to come back with the thunder that some of the other ones have been coming back with. But he still carries the strike. Gives him a double and a lead in the third frame. On the left-hand lane. Look at that concentration. Looks like he really came to play. A little soft on that follow-through. He's probably trying to place that one. He got a little bit soft. And by getting soft, it allowed the ball to run through the head pin. It was left of the pocket. Looks like a yellow dot he's using for the spares. Okay, good spare. Good spare. Comes Casey Galluccio. 18 pins down, coming up in the fourth frame. Let's see what he does. A little wide. 2-4-5. To keep making these spares because it doesn't look like Danny Flynn's going to let up. Except this is a big spare. Good cover. Good cover. Coming up in the fifth frame, Casey Galluccio. Parents' names are Eileen and Richard. Has a sister named Dawn. Looks like a good shot here. Never made the turn. Leaves a 2-4-5 again. I think all of these players were throwing fingertip grips today, which is the best grip. Left-hand side of this one. Oh, missed a spare. Okay, young Danny Flynn coming back in his fifth.
Are you thinking of moving? Think just
with a commanding lead. He's about 28 pins ahead at the top of the fifth frame. little short on that follow through. Ran him right through the nose. Got a little soft on the last one in reference to his speed, and on that one he didn't trust his follow through and chopped it off. Never got the ball down the lane with his swing. And he goes back to the harder ball for the spare. The harder ball never made the turn. Okay. Still has a 19-pin lead after the 5th frame. Back to the softer ball. Blows the rack. I think as clean as he comes out of that angle, I wouldn't change balls. I'd shoot the spares with both with that ball. He doesn't come out of that yellow dot as good as he comes out of that angle. Comes Casey. Jersey side, pretty good hit, gets 9. Can't afford these spares. He's missed 2 spares, and he's 19 pins down. That's the 2 spares. If he makes the spares, he'd have had the lead. And he's the one giving away the pins, so he can least afford the missed spares. Okay, covers up the 6 pin. Casey is coming up, top of the 7th frame. And he's 19 pins down. Take a look at Casey. Pretty good balance that time. 10 pin, a little soft. Good hit though, probably his best shot. Gets them shoulders a little bit forward and never gets through the ball. He goes around the ball instead of through the ball. He's got to get them shoulders back over his legs so he can get through the ball. Too tough to get through the ball with your shoulders that far forward. You're supposed to bend with the knees and not let your shoulders fold down. Shoulders stay up. Get them shoulders down and open. Okay, good cover. We got Danny Flynn coming up in his 7th frame. Good concentration. One of his better shots. Didn't hesitate with that follow through like he did last time on that alley. Let the ball run through the nose. He could use a little more staying down with the ball too. That left leg is a little stiff. Hand release is real good though. Let's watch how he opens up that. See how he stiffens up that left leg? It's going to get him in trouble. He got a break on the Jersey side with that one. And a commanding lead. Got a triple going. We got young Casey coming up in the 8th frame. He's got 4 spares and a strike, 2 misses. He better start throwing some strikes. Because young Danny Flynn is throwing strikes. Looks like a little bit wide. God, first time he snapped one back, he gets a half the rack. Leaves 5 pins. Must have really got that out into the dry. Came back and jumped right through the nose on him. Real tough spare. Real tough. I'm not sure you can make this spare. Not sure you can make it. I guess if you get just to the right of the 3 pin, the ball might deflect enough into the 6 so that the 6 carries the 9. But that's the problem, carrying that 9 pin out of there if you make the 7. No, he's not going to give us a shot at this. Didn't have a chance without hitting the 3 pin. That was the key pin, the one you had to hit the 3. You can't make that spare if you don't hit the lead pin. Okay, he's got 113 through the 8th. In trouble. Got to start striking right now to have a chance, even with some help from Danny. Okay, a little high. Leaves a 3-6-10. a little bit out of sorts. Casey come in here 162 over. Was throwing some real steady games all day. Shot a 231 in the third game of the tournament. Shot a 203 in the sixth game of the tournament. And with his handicap, he was 162 over for the tournament. Leading qualifier. In trouble this afternoon with young Danny Flynn, who's got a triple and a double and 2 misses and a spare. Aimed that one a little bit. Aimed it a little bit. What that means is he didn't swing through the ball. He sort of jammed through the ball. When he jammed through the ball never developed. It hit the pocket, didn't develop, bounced right off, left to 5-7. Went to the Columbia for the spare ball. A little too much of the 5. Okay, I don't think Danny can lose now. He's bowling his 10th frame. It's nice when you already won. Now the pressure's off, the swing gets free, everything goes down. Okay, let's see if Casey strikes out. He'll have 163. Danny's already got more than that. So our winner is going to be Danny Flynn, who ends up with one of them concussion strikes. In our Bowlers Gazette Youth Tour Point Leader Championship, our champ is Danny Flynn. 17-year-older, bowls at Dover Bowl, Brunswick House. Went to the left this time. Doesn't matter. See, when you free up on that swing, everything is a strike. Okay, congratulations are in order for Danny Flynn. One more look at Casey Galluccio, up-and-coming 18-year-older from right here at Price's Lanes. Good follow through that time. Nice swing, nice clean swing. I think we're going to hear from him again. He's going to have to get his shoulders back, get that weight over his feet, and get his hand behind the ball. And we'll see him a whole lot. A lot of good coaches around Price's Lanes and the Bowlers Tour. Kids really have a great advantage by having people that really care about the youth program, the junior program. Okay, that's it for today.